Hey everyone, good evening and welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. So this evening I am out here in the garage, and as you can see, it's a little chilly. I've got a couple of heaters fired up out here, a couple of kerosene heaters, and I'm out here working. It is a holiday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. I have a 4-day weekend and I am making use of it. I'm out here working on a project that you will see in an upcoming video. I'm going to do a video of just updates of it because it's nothing super entertaining. And that is cleaning out and organizing my garage. Getting rid of some clutter, reorganizing the stuff that I'm keeping. And this video is on a little project I did today that goes along with that. And I will explain right now. Alrighty, here it is. Yes, I built another shelf. This is a light duty shelf, and as you can see by the stuff on the shelf, the jug of oil, the paint cans, I built this shelf. Every dimension was for a specific reason, and I will walk you through each dimension and why it is that reason, why it is that dimension. But yeah, a few years ago I built other shelves, you can't really see all of it, but all the shelving in this garage. There's 3 4-foot tall shelves underneath the loft back there. There's 2 taller shelves here. I don't remember the height, but those are 8 foot long. Those are, actually no, I think those are more than 4 foot tall. I'm sorry, those are 4 foot wide. And then you can only see half of it here, but here's another 8 foot long shelf. Anyways, so I've been needing even more shelving. So I built this. This is going to go in my room here in the garage that I heat during the winter. And this is going to hold anything in an aerosol can in that shelf. This is from here to here is 10 inches. So to get that measurement, I grabbed my tallest aerosol can, an extra large spray paint can, measured it, and it came out to like 9.5-ish, or close to 9.5, 9.25 inches, something like that. As you can see, it fits that just fine. And then your standard sized aerosol can fits that perfectly fine. These 2 shelves down here, this one and that one, I wanted to be able to fit larger jugs of automotive fluids. Anything from motor oil to gear oil to washer fluid and antifreeze. Just, 1 gallon or 5 quart jugs. Down below, that at ground level, underneath the bottom shelf, has your highest clearance for anything bigger than that. And up top, from about here on over will be underneath the front edge of the, underneath the front edge of the loft. It'll have about another 10 inches of clearance. From here over, it'll have, I don't know, up there, probably 18 inches of clearance up to the ceiling of the room. And by the way, I am going to be tearing down this room and redoing it, which you will see updates of that in my next video. It might not be my next video, but an upcoming video. The room is going to be, the front of it's going to be further back, so it doesn't protrude too far out into the open floor space, and it's going to go further over. Oop. About tripped. You see that buried blasting cabinet there? That is going to be inside the room. the room is going to go over to the back end of that shelf that you can barely make out, which is just behind the blasting cabinet. But you will see more about that in another video. So this space right here is where that shelf was intended to go. Between that shelf, which is where the new front wall of this room will be butted up right here. So this shelf will be completely outside of the room now. And it'll be between the front wall of the room and the workbench. I wanted to make it 36 inches wide, the shelf, and even 3 foot. But by the time I get a sheet of OSB here, from that sheet of OSB to these lag screw heads is going to be just a shade, just a hair under 36 inches. So I would literally have to pound it in with a sledgehammer, and I don't want to do that. So 34 inches it is. That way it'll go in easily. The stuff that's here is all going to move. It's all going to go elsewhere. Haven't figured out where yet, or I will worry about that later. One thing I forgot to mention is all 4 of the legs and then all the framing lumber for the shelves it was actually 2x4s. I ripped them down in half on a table saw to save me on the amount of lumber I use on this project. Don't know how well you can see it, but I did go and buy some lumber today. There, you can see some 2x4s, the remaining ones. At least you can see the full length ones that are remaining out there in my truck bed. Then 1 sheet of, this is 3/8 inch thick plywood. And then I have a little bit of that left over, enough to make the other shelf I was planning on making. There's 1 strip that is the full 8 foot. And then I bought 2 4x8 sheets of 1/2 inch OSB because I'm going to need more. I'm going to reuse some of what's coming down, but I am going to need more. So, I'm going to need more so that I'm not just splicing together partial pieces. But also, let me show you how these shelves are framed from underneath. Turn the light on. So, you know, I got ripped down pieces of 2x4 all around the perimeter. And it wasn't really necessary because of how light the stuff is going on the shelf, but I did put a center brace in. I used all 3-inch screws and 1 5/8 inch screws. And yeah, that is the shelf. Alright, well that's that for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, this garage update. And if you did, leave a thumbs up. If you have any thoughts, drop a comment. And yeah, if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button. Please do if you like the kind of content you see on my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Later.